Hey, how's it going? Oh, got hair out of place. There, we're beautiful again. Anywho, I just thought I'd had something cross my mind. I've been kind of thinking about, just like, contemplating my life and where it's taken me, how I got here, and the idea of real friends, true friends. That crossed my mind. I compared what my father told me, what my grandparents told me, compared to what I lived, compared to what I see now. Back in the day, when I was growing up, I grew up with the saying that if you can count all of your friends, your real friends, on one hand, you're a very rich person. There was a point in my life where I had 5 of them. I could put money, I don't care how much, I could put everything up to and including my life in their hands and know they would look out for it. And I mean, I had 5, but 3 of them stopped breathing. I've got 2 left. One, he's over a quarter century into it. And him, no two ways about it. I could walk up, hand him $1 billion right now. No two ways around it. I could walk up with total faith, give him $1 billion right now. Tell him, hang on to this for me. Show him what it is. We take it out, play with it, put it back, whatever. And he says, what do you want me to do with it? I'll say, just hang on to it for me. Okay. Well, if he's not rich, by the time I come and ask for that $1 billion back, which he will give me that $1 billion back, not a cent less, not a cent more, that $1 billion, he will give it back. He will be rich also in the process, which is what I expect him to do. That will be half the incentive of why I give it to him in the first place. It will be out of respect and out of love that he's given me, the faith that he's given me, the trust that he's given me, the trust that he's allowed me to have in him. And never let me down. Never. Every time I've needed him, he's always been there. You got somebody like that? No matter what it is, really seriously think real hard. Do you have anybody in your life that you know that you could trust like that? Now, my grandparents had friends, lots of them that were like that. My dad, he had a bunch, but those are the guys he served in World War II with. Me, there ain't that many out there anymore. It's another one of those dying breeds, I mean, we used to have pride, and self-respect, the strange thing called dignity. We did actually listen to and care about what other people thought, and actually utilized it and implemented it if it made any sense into the way we thought, and helped us to come to a better conclusion or a better decision, instead of just going ahead and saying, this guy says, well, hey, that guy says that other guy's dick's short. Well, it goes, well, you know how that goes. That's gossip. That's like what the damn media is doing now. They call themselves journalists. They ain't journalists. They're high-priced fantasy writers. That's all they are. The journalist is all about telling facts, man. These guys are all about warping shit out. I mean, it's like the whole gossip deal. You say, you say this to this person, say, hey, man, we got to be careful because if that trestle moves, that bridge is going to fall. And he says it to the next guy, next guy, and it comes back, next thing you know, hey, man, the fucking sky's falling, dogs are sleeping with cats, and, and my neighbor's dick's inside out. So, what? It had nothing to do with it, but, that's the way it blows up. And that's what's killing me here, is you idiots are listening to it. You're suckering right into it. These Democrats are playing you like a fiddle. I mean, I'm sure it's not all the Democrats. I'm not on either side preferably. Right now I'm leaning definitely toward the Republican side, because these Democrats, I mean, come on. At 30 years, they make us retire. What the fuck is Pelosi still doing in there? Why do we have judges still sitting on a bench in the grand, you know, in the Supreme Court that have been there 40 years? Why do we have people still in Congress or in the Senate that have been there 40 years? Get them the hell out. You know, this isn't the 1960s anymore. This is 2020. And we're looking at 2050. That shit back then is not going to work now because we didn't have what we have now back then. I mean, shit, when I went in the military in 1984, I was working with a Pentium 5 processor. All right? I was field artillery. I was chief computer for an 8-gun 155 howitzer firing battery. I fought 6 years out of 8 in my service time in combat. My computer was this fucking big. It was that thick. It sat right in my cargo pocket. And you guys were dealing with dial-up and roomfuls of fucking computer banks just to run a shitload of tape to remember something. That was my computer. I computed some pretty fast and accurate bullshit on there. You know, it's like now, I mean, it would compete with the computers you got today. I got one upstairs I built myself, which is what I do. Well, did that and went back to school when I got out for writing program and blah, 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 but that's another fucking blowjob later. Anyhow, you know, I mean, that's what I was doing in 1985. 85! You know, I was like, God, it's like this Jack Wazucker fuck. I don't give a damn if he likes it or not. I've been to where he's located. I've seen his house. I know how to find him. I've been there. Personally, I've looked at it. Yeah, okay, he's all wide open. Sure, guy is a fucking fortress is what he's got. Oh, he's all about open doors. Just don't come to mine because you can't get to it. Why? Because I got armed guards, I got security, I got dogs, I got everything, I got walls, I got fucking spikes on top of it, make it harder to climb over. But hey, he's all about open doors and love. Yeah. Bullshit. You take that one, you know, and put it where the sun don't shine, buddy. My door is open. My enemies can come see me. They know they can. They know I'm never going to take an eye off them. But they know they can come see me. They can come into my house. And they will leave in the same peaceful manner that they came in. Whether or not we accomplish anything in the process is another story. I've done it before. I'll do it again. Okay? This is how I am. I'm a mean, nasty son of a bitch. It's plain and simple. I wasn't necessarily born this way. I mean, I was born in Long Beach. I grew up in East LA. I was shot by the time I was 8 years old. I used to have to fight my own hood because I wouldn't join their gang. I used to fight everybody else's hood because I didn't fucking live there. Yeah, I'm mean as fucking hell. You think you're a badass? Bring a gun to me, pal. I'll shove it up your ass and make you pull the trigger. And the funny part about it is I'll do it with a smile. I'm not prejudiced. I hate everybody. Okay? You gotta start off at an even plane somewhere. And I figure at the bottom is the best place to do it, because then the only thing you can do is work up. Now, if you earn my respect, you got yourself a friend for life. I will kill and I will die to protect you and do everything I can to help you. But if you turn out to be an asshole, guess what? I never liked your fucking ass in the first place, so I am out zip. Okay? Does that make sense? Makes a lot of good sense to me. Sounds like a good way to go ahead and look at the world now, too. Because we pretty much filter out the dipshits from the real people. And believe me, there's going to be a lot more lonely people out there than there will be not lonely people. But anyhow, that was just my opinion. You know, friends, think about it. Maybe try to become one. The only way we're going to get back and going on the right track is if we, the people, do it. Say prayer for all those looking out for us. Take care of yourselves, and I hope the damn weather helps you stay safe and leaves you alone. Just plays around in the fields, and, you know. Later.